Good day, friends. I hope you're doing well. It's Frankie Rose. Well, it looks like it's a big day in Delphi. A search warrant has been leaked. And in that search warrant, there is a lot of information that we did not know about. So I thought maybe we should talk about it. So, according to the search warrant, an FBI agent wrote that she had probable cause to search Ron Logan's property in connection with the murders and believed evidence may have been found there. The agent wanted to search Logan's home, outbuildings, and vehicles for anything pertaining to Abby and Libby, including forensic evidence, hair, bodily fluids, guns, and cutting instruments. The FBI also sought electronic devices and storage media, according to this warrant. So I'm not sure if you remember, Ron Logan is the guy that owned the property that the girls' bodies were found. So I know he's been kind of looked at before, but I had no idea. So this warrant does provide additional details about the investigation, some which have remained unknown to the public. On February 13th, 2017, Abby Williams and Libby German went for a walk on the Monon High Bridge Trail. A family member was supposed to pick the girls up in the afternoon, but they never did show up, setting off a frantic search that sadly ended the next day when the girls' bodies were discovered. Evidence released to the public included a photo of a heavy-set suspect in a blue jacket, a brief audio of a man saying, "Down the hill." The search warrant revealed that the recording from Libby's phone lasted 43 seconds. Now, I do believe we've only seen and heard 6 to 7 seconds. So a little bit spooky as to what might be on there. Investigators have long believed that the individual in the video, the bridge guy, participated in the murders. The girls' bodies were discovered on property owned by Ron Logan about 1,400 feet from the Logan residence. You see, I had no idea that his house was that close. I thought it was set back away. A large amount of blood was lost by the victims at the crime scene, according to the search warrant. Because of the amount of blood, investigators believe the perpetrator would have gotten blood on their hands or clothing. The murderer likely took a souvenir from the crime scene, according to the document, and it appeared that the girls' bodies were moved and staged. The redacted search warrant didn't specify what was missing, but noted that the rest of their clothing was recovered and there was no signs of a struggle or fight. Again, that surprises me, which makes me believe there was more than just one person. So, I don't know. That Kegan Kline, did he possibly work with Ron Logan? I don't know. Let's see if we can find out some more information here. The agent suspected the murderer physically removed something or took photos to memorialize the crime scene. Crime scene investigators also recovered unknown fibers and unidentified hairs. The agent wrote that Ron Logan's physical build appeared to be consistent with that of Bridge Guy. Women interviewed about Ron Logan said he'd been violent with them in the past, with one saying she was very frightened of him. Both women told investigators they thought that Bridge Guy was Logan. Wow, unreal. Another piece of information is that His voice is not inconsistent with that of the person in the video. The warrant did note that Ron Logan owned numerous weapons, including handguns and knives. Police knew about the items because they'd searched his home as part of an investigation into a probation violation. The search was limited to firearms and only included his main house. The search warrant revealed that Ron Logan lied about his alibi. Oh my God. According to the document, Ron Logan told investigators a friend had picked him up from home on February 13th between 2 p.m. and 2:30 p.m. So he could not have been at the bridge. He was at a store, he's saying, in Lafayette. He contacted a family member on the morning of February 14th and instructed them to tell police about the trip. Oh my God. He also asked the family member to say they'd returned home between 5 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. Well, I mean, isn't this something? Look at what they have known all this time. Investigators did find a receipt from the store dated February 13th with a checkout time of 5:21 during a March 6th, 2017 search related to that probation violation. It would take Ron Logan about 30 minutes to get from the store to his home, putting the 5 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. returning timeline in doubt. Investigators believe Logan lied about his alibi, making statements that were found to be factually false and intentionally designed to deceive law enforcement. The person who Ron Logan said he had driven to the aquarium store confirmed the trip with an investigator during the March 17th interview. 2 days later, during an interview with a different investigator, that same individual told police he'd lied during the March 7th interview because Ron Logan had asked him to. So that aquarium store must have been where they went or didn't go in Lafayette. The person said that Ron Logan had never asked him to lie in the past. So this was a big red flag. Police also learned that Ron Logan drove a pickup truck to transfer station in Delphi to drop off trash on February 13th, likely between 11:53 and 11:58. The admission led the investigation into his probation violation, as Ron Logan was prohibited from driving. Well. Cell phone tower data showed Ron Logan's cell phone was in Delphi in the area near the Monan High Bridge Trail on the afternoon of February 13th. A text message sent from his phone at 7:56 on February 13th indicated the phone was likely outside of his residence and in the proximity of the murder scene. Just days after the murders, Ron Logan led reporters on a tour of his property and took them to the crime scene. He said he had lived on the property for 50 years and couldn't fathom how the girls could have reached that area where they were found. So Ron Logan died in 2020. He was never named a suspect and was never charged. There's a lot to absorb. I have to admit, I'm not surprised that he's a suspect. I'm just a little bit surprised on how much the law enforcement actually had. It's a lot more than I ever expected. That's for darn sure. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else I can find on Ron Logan. Let's see here. Ron Logan admitted to a Carroll County judge that he violated his probation in late February by driving to a county dump site on the day the girls were found. Investigators said that Ron Logan's unauthorized road trip on February 13th, the day that Libby German and Abigail Williams disappeared, happened hours before the girls were dropped off at a hiking trail just east of town. It's the bridge and that path is so close to Delphi. It's not like they were taken miles and miles and dropped off. They were just outside of town. And it's a small town. So it's something that people would do just to get out is go enjoy the water, go enjoy the walks, go enjoy the bridge, just go enjoy the area. So what it says is the 77-year-old man was on probation in 2014 operating while intoxicated, and he was found to be a habitual traffic offender. Okay, I was wondering what that was about. His his high profile locale his high profile locally and in the news reports about the killings coincided, but not only with the trip to Carroll County Waste Transfer Station, but also an admitted visitation or visit to Tippecanoe County, where Logan was spotted drinking alcohol in violation of his probation. Logan was jailed and held without bond. We allege that he violated those conditions on his probation by drinking, by having access to his vehicle, which he wasn't supposed to have, and by driving while he is adjudicated as a habitual traffic violator. Deputy Prosecutor Jerry Beam, after Logan accepted his guilty plea, said there would have been evidence and or testimony about his driving to the transfer station, also to the fact that he consumed alcohol. So yes, Ron Logan. Well, I don't see a heck of a lot. We do know that he passed away age 82. I think that was a couple years ago. You know, I'm in shock. I know that they never give out everything that they have and all that they know, of course, but I'm just really surprised at what they've had. So long, 22 pages. Our private group is clearly the best Delphi sleuthing group in the internet so far. And since it was founded 4 years ago. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, that's a shout out to themselves. Mm. I'll try a couple more places here. And if I'm not finding anything else right away, I will definitely be watching this case. I've been watching it for, it's almost a year now. And it's overwhelming. You feel sorry for those families. And I mean, if they're living with a person that did this to those girls in the same vicinity, what a horrible thing. Delphi, new chilling details have emerged involving the Delphi girls' deaths. Documents have been released that shed a new light on the unsolved crime. The killing of the girls, Abby Williams was 13 and Libby German was 14, did draw international attention. We've known for years that the girls' bodies were found on Ron Logan's property, and we also know that he asked a relative to lie about his whereabouts. We know that his phone put him very close to the High Bridge, and we also know that the crime scene has appeared to be tampered with. The FBI has provided assistance to the Indiana State Police and the Carroll County Sheriff's Office in this investigation and will continue to help in any way they can to see justice for Libby and Abby. The bodies were staged. We don't know what that means, but it's disturbing. It mentions it was a bloody, brutal crime. We can tell you we reached out to law enforcement. We had pretty serious and long discussions with them. They made the case that a couple of things, the warrant that could harm the case if released, so we did take it out. Indiana State Police said that it was expanding its search for the Anthony shots, which we know came out that it was Kegan Kline and possibly his father, Tony Kline. So investigators would still like any individual that communicated with or met the Anthony Shots profile to give that information to law enforcement. You can do that at Abby and Libby Tip at CACOSHRF.com or 765-822-3535. So friends, I think for now I am going to leave it there. And if I can find anything else out, I will make sure I get it out to you. So I don't know. Why don't you guys leave your thoughts in the comments? I would love to know what you think about this. Are you surprised? Are you not surprised? Do you think that he would have been able to do this on his own, if it is indeed him? I mean, right now it's all speculation, right? So yeah, a lot was answered and a lot more questions as well. So yeah, I'd love to know what you think about this document being released. Well, friends, for now, I will say cheers. I will keep my eyes peeled, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.